What's going on, guys? DoubleOhStatus here, bringing you a gameplay on Slums. Now, you're not here for the gameplay, you're here for SMG's part 2. Road to Diamond. So, last we left off, we were talking about the Vector. Now, the Vector still, it's like I said, it's more of a flanking gun. Now, actually, I believe it was buffed. I mean, it feels like it was buffed. So you can kind of use it the way you would any regular submachine gun. I've seen people use it even with silencers after the supposed nerf of SMGs, quote unquote. So alright, moving on to the next SMG. The MSMC. The universal, well, depending on who you talk to, best SMG of its class. Its shortcoming is that it has a short clip. Now, for those of us that like to fire, pretty much till the clip is gone, that means your bursts have to be a little more controlled. You can't just, go, spray, hip firing all willy-nilly because, you have a short clip. Now, of course, you can overcome this by putting extended mags, but some people rather just opt to be more, be more reserved with their ammo. You can definitely get a triple kill with the MSMC. I've done it, but like I said, I'm the type, I like to have more bang for my buck, so that's why I roll with the PDW. The MSMC also has, not looking at it by the stats, but just by the feel, and I mean, when you run across someone with an MSMC, it just feels like the damage is like really, really high, when supposedly, according to stats, and I put these in quotes because these stats are not real. Like, those stats do not convey to what the actual gun can actually do, because according to the quote-unquote stats, the MP7 should be pretty much the best SMG. Granted, the MP7 lacks in accuracy, which the MSMC and the PDW both have. The next gun that we have up in the SMG category is the Camo CQB. Now, the Camo is a love and hate weapon, and when I was saying that I thought the Vector was the worst, that's because the way I made my way, through the road to Diamond SMG Camo was, I went from beginning to end. For me, MP7 was the easiest, no problems with the MSMC or the PDW. The Vector, because this was before it got quote unquote nerfed / buffed, that's when I, was using it, and it was a bitch, seriously, to use that gun. If you weren't flanking, you weren't winning, pretty much. Like, the one-on-one fights, you were not winning with the Vector. And it sucked even more that, its capabilities were hindered even more if you put a silencer on it. Like I said, pre-nerf / quote-unquote buff. The Camo CQB is the burst fire SMG, which is a weird thing to see with an SMG, actually. And what I mean, well, like I said before, that it's a hit or miss kind of thing. I have a friend who pretty much swears by the Camo. They do awesome. They've gone like 30-1, calling a swarm with it and stuff like that. So I can't really say. It's all about a person's play style. And if you play a gun long enough, even the worst gun, if you right now, like, for me, it's not bad. It's just that I have, like I said, it's a 50-50 thing whenever I throw on the MTAR, the assault rifle. So it just it's a 50-50 thing for me, man. But I'm pretty sure the more I hold on to it, the more I'll probably do better. But so far, that's not been the case for me. So that's how it is with the Camo. The Camo, for doing the Diamond Camo, I would highly suggest, because this is what worked for me, wait for select fire. Once you get select fire, do not prestige this weapon. You select fire and get all the camos with it. Once you get select fire, I felt like it became a regular SMG. Like, you know, it's not greater than the MSMC or the PDW or the MP7, but it's also not, you know, bad. It became a decent SMG. Alright, so moving on from the Chicken, the Scorpion Evo. Now, the Scorpion is a lot of people's favorites because it just kills. It kills the way the PP90 did in Modern Warfare 3. It's really fast, but it's not as accurate. For the Scorpion Evo, I would suggest its shortcoming is range, and because of its high rate of fire, accuracy suffers. I would highly suggest extended mags and either laser sight or red dot. If you're the type to go around hip firing, by all means use laser. If you ADS a lot, you know, aim down sight, you know, use the red dot. The red dot will help you a lot with the camo challenges, you know, get your headshots. The Scorpion is a bullet spitter regularly, so if you put rapid fire, your clip is gone after you decide to fire. If you decide to put rapid fire and silencer, your range is abysmal. It is the most horrible range of any gun in this game. So I wouldn't put those two attachments together on that gun for that reason. So alright, we've gone through all the SMGs, so now I'm gonna give you, you know, tips for each single SMG to get you through some of these challenges. So going back, the MP7, I highly doubt anyone will really have any problems with it. The MP7 is the first one unlocked, is the first one that, you know, you kinda, you know, get your feet wet with. Some people don't like the iron sights on the MP7, so, you know, for those of you who don't put on a red dot, your headshots will come with ease. PDW, and then for the MSMC, I would say the same thing. Naturally, you will do these quick. These three guns will be done very quick, and, you know, if you for some reason don't like the iron sights on any of these guns, put a red dot. You'll get headshots in no time. Red dot or laser sight, because with the laser, for some reason, at least for me, it subconsciously, I actually aim for the head with the laser sight, which I find kind of weird. Why I do that? I did that in this gameplay too. It's just weird. I don't know. I auto aim for headshots with the damn laser sight. It's weird. Vector. Oh man, the Vector. Well, I would say now you can just use it like a regular SMG, from what I've seen. If it's giving you trouble the way it did me, you know, pre-nerf slash buff, quote unquote. If it's giving you trouble, I would suggest do it in hardcore. If you're not that good at flanking, you know, just go to hardcore, and your headshots should come naturally. Other venues that you can do other than hardcore to get your headshots up is free-for-all. In free-for-all, you might usually run into at least one or two people that are just AFK, or, you know, it's easier to flank people because everyone's worried about everyone else. You'll definitely have time to actually aim for headshots. And when you come across those few AFKers, or, you know, people that just left their controllers unattended because, I don't know, maybe their mother called them, or their wife or daughter or whatever, you just get an easy headshot. You know, take advantage of that. And I mean, you can grind out headshots if you do really well in free for all. You can grind out headshots at least 20 per game. For the Chicken, I would suggest the same thing as the Vector. I will go more in depth into the Chicken in the next episode. So guys, come back for part 3, the DoubleOhStatus. I am out. But first, let me tell you guys, go check out this YouTuber, Brandon Salcedo123. He's actually sponsored by VTS Productions. He puts up videos. He does shout outs. So, you know, check out his page. You know, let him know I sent you. Alright, guys. Catch you on the next one.